Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Steve Larson, and you're listening to Secret MLM Hacks Radio. So here's the real mystery. How do real MLMers like us, who didn't cheat and only bug family members and friends, who want to grow a profitable home business, how do we recruit A players into our downlines and create extra incomes, yet still have plenty of time for the rest of our lives? That's the blaring question, and this podcast will give you the answer. My name is Steve Larson, and welcome to Secret MLM Hacks Radio. What's up, guys? Hey, man, we're getting we just flew past 10,000 downloads, and we got a whole bunch of people listening to this now. It's anywhere from 1 to 200 downloads a day, which is pretty awesome. I just want to say thank you to all of those who went out to iTunes and left me a review. I appreciate that like crazy. Hey, the first 50 episodes of this podcast have been about me documenting kind of the journey of me creating my product, and it's something that I've been doing and using for a while with my own downline. And just if you're brand new, fair warning, I do not ever tell anyone what MLM I'm in. That's not the purpose of this podcast. I'm not here to pitch you. And while I do recruit aggressively, I'm not here to tell you even what MLM I'm in. And the reason why is because I want to focus on strategies. And so the first 50 episodes have been documenting kind of the journey of my creating the product that is more for just mainstream MLMers. I do have an adapted version of it toward for my actual downline itself, but this is the one that's kind of meant for anybody who's in MLM in general. And it was really exciting, guys. It went really, really well. Today was the launch, and it just happened just a few hours ago. Just really ended, and or at least the first round here with a whole bunch of people that just came in. It was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed it. We had about 170 people register. About 100 people were there, which is pretty normal. It's actually way higher than what you'd normally see on something like a live web class, which is actually really fun. So there's 100 people on pretty much the entire time, and then we had quite a few people actually buy, actually a lot of people, which is a lot of fun. It was so fun. It's so exciting to see all the new people, the fresh people in and ready to rock. So I've been really excited. I've been really pumped to welcome all those of you guys who are brand new. Welcome to all of those of you guys who are just getting in. And those of you guys who haven't heard about it yet, that's totally fine. You can go to secretmlmhacks.com, secretmlmhacks.com, and you'll be able to go and check out all the different pieces and what everyone else is yelling happily about. So, hey, there was something that I wanted to share with you guys, though. And this is, I feel like, please put your thick skin on. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to offend. I'm not bagging on any person, but I am definitely making fun of a tactic. I'm making fun of a strategy that is very common inside the MLM space. And it goes kind of like this, when you go and when you start let's say you're brand new in MLM, say you're brand new and people are, you're excited, your upline's excited that you've joined. It's kind of a new family. Let's say, it's kind of a new experience. Nobody really knows who you are that much yet. Maybe you do, and that's fine. Awesome. Excuse me. I'm getting over a cold. My throat's like killing me. But let's say you're brand new in this opportunity. You're still learning. You may not even know what a comp plan is totally. You may not even know what, let's say you're brand new. And you get in, and the first thing someone says is, hey, let's go find out other people you might know who might be interested in this. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's great. Absolutely. Absolutely. But once you've exhausted that list, what happens? Okay, you've been handed this amazing opportunity. You've been handed an opportunity on a silver platter, so to speak. But then there's this massive problem that happens. There's this huge issue that pops up, right? And the issue is, how do I find more people, right? And that's exactly what this product that just launched is all about. Because here's the reality of it, and this is stuff that a lot of uplines don't want to talk about, or they don't quite know what the answer is, and it seems like the only strategy that's ever been taught and promoted is go talk to family and friends. And there's nothing wrong with that, like I said. I mean, if you know that somebody's interested in it, if you know that somebody is into it, that's fine. That's fine. But when it's left to its own, when there's nothing else that's added into it, that strategy is stuck in the 90s. Okay? MLM is broken out of the box. It is. You sell the same stuff to the same people, and then we expect to have different results, even though we sell the same product with the same script, with the same fulfillment, with the same. Everything's the same as everybody else on the upline and the downline. Everything is. And then we expect to have extraordinary results, even though we're doing things that are completely ordinary of thousands of other people that are in the MLM. Like that, it makes no sense. Doesn't make any sense. And so here's the problem, right? When you recruit somebody, you actually give them two things, okay? These are the two things you give somebody when you recruit somebody. The first thing that you give to them is an opportunity, obviously, right? Opportunity, they got a position in the downline, they might have some product, they might, and they're very excited, and that's great, and they should be excited. We're talking about generational wealth potential here. I mean, MLM is a great vehicle, okay? But the second thing that you hand them, so the first, you hand them the opportunity. The second thing that you hand them, you also hand them a problem. Okay. There's a quote that I heard once that said that, I'm going to botch the quote. I don't know exactly what it said, but it was to the effect that you can measure the level of somebody's success to the same, amount of problems that they've solved. Meaning that you can tell if someone's been super successful because they've solved a whole bunch of problems. Okay, that is like the measurement of success. And when you recruit somebody and you actually get them into your downline, you give them an opportunity, but you also hand them a bunch of problems they got to go solve. How do I find people? How do I pitch this thing? How do I talk? Do I know how to talk? Do I know how to talk to people? Do I know how to get outside my comfort zone? And there's a lot of personal development things that an individual has to experience. But then there's also tactile things. How the heck do I find more people? Where do I go to actually become more successful, right? And that's... The reason my downline explodes is because I answered that question, right? And I packaged up a whole bunch of amazing things to answer that question so that they've got potentially, like, it's basically an unlimited supply of leads. Like it's amazing. It's ridiculous. I'm not pitching you on joining my downline. I'm just trying to tell you what I've done so you can model it and do the same, okay? Please know that. All right. So you need to, here's like a huge secret, massive secret, okay? Number one, definitely be all about and be all in on the opportunity that you're selling. Be all in, be all about it. And most MLMers are out of the gates, which is great. And you should be. But be very aware of the fact that you are also handing them a problem. The problem is, how the heck do I find more people? And unless you solve that problem, the system that you gave them, which is, hey, just go talk to more relatives or friends, will just continue to replicate. And it's this broken system that replicates on top of itself. Does that make sense? That's what my product answers. That's the reason I put it out there. I'm super passionate about it because I wasn't handed anything else the first MLM I joined. I wasn't handed anything else. I wasn't handed nothing. The reason I did it, the reason I went and I got so frustrated is because the only thing that I was being handed was the same broken system as before. And I started it for a while, but then after a while I was like, this is not sustainable. There's nothing sustainable about this. There's no way. I can't take this and run to market with it. It's not duplicatable. There's nothing duplicatable about the way I'm watching these other guys run this method. There are other methods. Why don't I apply what I've been doing in this other industry to the MLM industry? And it's worked. And I'm still getting 1 to 2 people a day asking to join my downline. How amazing is that? That's incredible. That's amazing. That did you know the average? Anyway, I won't jump into much more of that, but that's what I'm trying to say, guys. And that's what the whole tip for this whole podcast is, that the doors are opened on it, which is great. I would love to have you guys on there if you want to. Go to secretmlmhacks.com and you can register for the next web class that we do about it, because it's fantastic. It's been a lot of fun, and we've got a lot of people who jumped in and joined, and I'm excited for them. I'm excited what this means for everybody else. And this has been quite. I mean, I literally left my job over this. Okay, I wouldn't leave my job over it unless I knew that it was going to be successful. It's because I do what I do and because of how I do it that let me leave my job. Does that hit home? I hope it does. Like, how cool is that? And that's one of the tactics, though, is that I solved the follow-up problem that I'm handing the person when I also hand them an opportunity. That's huge, guys. It's massive. That's a huge deal, right? And the kind of person that attracts is an amazing person. It's not a person who is a project, and I'm a respecter of all persons, but not all recruits are created equal, right? We would say that for everything else in life, but why do we think that every recruit's going to be the same inside of an MLM downline? It's not true. It is not true. And so what I'm trying to help everyone understand and realize is that you got to look at both sides of the coin. Yes, there's this amazing thing, but don't neglect the hard part that you're handing them. And in fact, the opportunity lives in the hard part. If you can solve the hard part of how on earth do I get more people, and that's something that you can hand off to your downline, gold. My friends, you just solved the whole issue, right? What is your upline doing right now besides asking for more of their contacts from you? All right? Figure that out. And I know this is kind of a tough conversation maybe for some to hear, and maybe some might not want to hear it, but it's the honest truth. I mean, let's be real about it, okay? That's the whole issue with the MLM industry, is that no one has really solved or resolved the issue of how the heck do I find more people? And most of the people who've tried to do it in the past, it requires way too much tech knowledge. They wear way too much, like, oh man, like that's hard. So anyways, I'm excited for you guys for those of you guys who just joined, I'm excited to keep showing you guys how to do this inside your downlines. It's not a pitch fest. I will never even tell you which MLM that I'm in. Like, it's not in the course. Someone has to ask me, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, which is on purpose, okay? It's not meant to be something that actually, it's not meant to be a pitch fest. So anyway, be cognizant of that. What problem did you hand your downline when you recruited your person besides just the opportunity, okay? What problem did you hand him? Go solve that. Man, you just figured out MLM. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. And I'll see the rest of you guys who did buy secretmlmhacks.com if you didn't. All right, guys, bye. Hey, thanks for listening. Please remember to subscribe and leave feedback. Would you like me to teach your own downline 5 simple MLM recruiting tips for free? If so, go download your free MLM Masters Pack by subscribing to this podcast at secretmlmhacksradio.com.